Good morning. I hope y'all are doing well. I slept at a boat ramp yesterday because I thought it would be really nice to wake up to the river. Big mistake. The bugs were miserable. So I usually sleep with my windows cracked, just like a little bit. For one, it'll help with condensation, and two, airflow, so I don't, die from carbon monoxide poisoning or whatever. And usually, bugs aren't smart enough to get in. However, the ones at this particular location, as I was saying, the ones at this particular location were smart. They were able to crawl up the window and go into my car through the crack. And y'all, I was fighting for my life the entire night. I think I got bit at least 3 times. I think there's one like right here on my neck, if you can see it. But I killed at least 10 mosquitoes throughout the night, and I did not sleep very well. To the point where I was like, I need to leave. I didn't, but I wanted to leave. Not just that spot, but Florida completely, because I get the bugs. In any case, what am I doing today? I am gonna be doing something slightly out of my comfort zone. I'm gonna go to a nude beach. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Am I gonna get naked? I don't know. Maybe. God, I'm so itchy. It just depends on the vibe, I guess. Depends on the people. It's a Tuesday. Hopefully there won't be that many people. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. So, let's hit the road. I can't actually leave. There's a truck parked directly behind me. And I can't reverse out. Like he's just right there. Directly behind me. Even though that entire area is empty. Like, what are we doing here? Why are we inconveniencing others on a Tuesday morning at 9 a.m.? Oh, he left. Okay, now we can hit the road. It is so windy. I've been to the beach 3 times since I've gotten to Florida, and every single time it has been extremely windy. So I sat here for about an hour or so reading before I got comfortable enough to take off my clothes, do as the Romans do, and pretty much everybody on this beach is naked, or at least like partially naked. This isn't actually my first time at a nude beach. I've been to one before in San Francisco years ago with a friend, and I was a lot more comfortable then because I was with a friend. So this time by myself, it's a little different. And now I'm here, butt naked. Honestly, it feels kind of nice, I'm not gonna lie. Woo! I'm back. It is hot. Like, when is winter supposed to hit Florida? When is it supposed to cool down? Because I don't know how long I can sleep in like 70-degree temps. Where's my bootleg Powerade? 7-Eleven Guava Splash Powerade. Anyways, when is it supposed to get cooler in Florida? Because it has not been cool since I got here. But that's not the point. What was I saying? I was a little apprehensive at first taking my clothes off. Like I said, I sat in my Speedo for like an hour before deciding to take it off and go in the water. Which, by the way, the water is really warm. I don't really consider myself a nudist. However, a naturist? Naturist. No, that's not the word. Naturist. Yeah, naturist. And FYI, I don't consider nudity inherently sexual. So by that I mean like I don't go feral over a pair of titties or something. Which I mean I wouldn't. I'm gay, so I wouldn't go feral over a pair of titties anyway. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Anywho, I am gonna go get some food, Wendy's, and then find a place to crash for the night. I think there's a spot or a beach access spot that I can sleep at, and I might be able to watch sunset tonight as well, hopefully. I also need to take a shower because I'm sweaty. Okay, let's go to Wendy's. I'm just kidding, I'm back. I was gonna add, the crowd is older, mostly retirees, I'm assuming. There's some young folks, and it's not weird unless you make it weird. There's always, actually it's kind of funny because there wasn't anybody being inappropriate at this beach, but when I went to Indian Rocks Beach a couple of days ago, a lady said there was some dude just jerking it on the beach. And this is, and it's a family friendly beach, so there are kids around, which is disgusting. I didn't see it, but she saw it. And on an unrelated note, and I don't mean this to be weird, but there are some big schlongs that I saw. Okay, now it's time for food. We got the goods. There's a bug in my car. I don't need you guys judging me. Wendy's is good. I've said it before. Probably one of the only fast food that actually has good deals and still fits my macros. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it to the beach by sunset, especially if I have to shower. Because if I eat and then go to the beach to watch sunset and then go back to go take a shower, that's a lot of wasted gas, and I don't want to do that. We'll see. So I'll see you guys in a bit. I don't know what we're doing, but I'll see you guys in a bit. Why is there a party at this Anytime Fitness right now? Jesus. Good morning. In the past 2 hours, I have learned 2 very important lessons. 1, do not sleep with your windows even slightly cracked in this part of Florida. Because, and this is part 2, these little biting flies, I found out they're called no-see-ums. And 1, they bite, and 2, they swarm, and I have been trying to kill them for the past 2 hours in my car. I was assaulted. I was wondering why I was itchy all night. It's because these little fuckers have been biting me. I have like these little welts all over my body. Florida, what the fuck? Why didn't anybody tell me not to sleep with your windows open? I even had the screens up and they still got in. Anywho, I'm gonna make some breakfast and go to the gym because I need to not worry about these little shits for a few hours. I think I got most of them. They're still around. Ugh. I'll see you guys later. Hi. As you can tell, I'm not in Florida anymore, and let me explain. I left. Keep them guessing. I should elaborate. There were a few reasons why I left, one of which I mentioned the last time I picked up the camera. It's been like a week and a half. But the bug bites, the no-see-um bites. I'm pretty sure I mentioned, and if I didn't, I had bites all along both of my arms, my legs, and some on my body, and they're terrible. The week leading up to my decision to leave Florida, I was going through it. I was like waking up in the middle of the night and it felt like both my arms were on fire from the itchiness, and yeah, I was suffering a whole lot. So I was wondering why it was so bad. I did a little bit of research. As it turns out, the little shits bite a little bit differently than mosquitoes. You know how mosquitoes insert and suck? So these guys, they actually slash your skin. So the blood pools on your skin. It makes it easier for them to drink. And because of that, it takes a lot longer to heal. I think it takes around 2 weeks to heal, and I am still itchy. I think my arms are fine now, but my legs are still going through it. But it's getting better. I think in a couple of days I'll be good. So that was reason number one. Reason number two was the weather. I think one, I came down to Florida a little bit too early. It was still really hot, but my main reason for going down there was to enjoy some sunshine. However, out of the 2 weeks that I was there, only about 4.5 days there were any sun at all, so that defeats the purpose of me going down there in the first place. On top of that, I mentioned it was hot. It was still hot. It was like in the mid 80s during the day, and at night it was in the 70s. And if you've ever slept in a car, you would know that outside temperatures are not the same as inside the temperature inside the car. So it was miserable. I did not have a good night's sleep any of those nights, especially after I got bitten. The heat made the itchiness even worse. So that was reason number two. Weather was not in my favor. Reason number three, and this is actually kind of the nail in the coffin, why I decided to leave, because even though I was suffering and it was hot, I was still gonna stay. I had plans to continue staying down in Florida. But I ended up getting an ant infestation in my car. Don't know how, don't know when, but I started seeing like singular ants pop up every now and then. And then on one of the afternoons after I got done with the gym, I looked back and there was like a line of ants above my bed. And I was just like, oh no, we're not doing this. So I spent an entire afternoon trying to kill them. And I think I got most of them, but I knew I had to take everything out to make sure all the ants were killed. And I knew I couldn't do that down in Florida because I didn't have like a space to do it at. So I made the decision to go back to my friend's place, pull everything out, and clean my car again. There were just a lot of signs telling me to leave Florida. And honestly, I was more just trying to survive down there instead of thrive. You know what I mean? Like there just wasn't a whole lot of places for me to sleep, and I would just end up sleeping in a Cracker Barrel parking lot like pretty much the entire time I was down in Florida. And I didn't want to do that the entire trip. There were signs, and you know what, now that I think about it, there was another sign that told me not to go to Florida, and that was when I left North Carolina a couple of weeks ago when my engine stalled, which has never happened before. So yeah, signs from the universe. I should have listened, but I was stubborn. And yeah, so I came back up here, cleaned my car, and I will be heading back west in a couple of days. But that's it. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to be doing in the next few weeks or so. But in any case, next time I see you, I'll be back out west. So I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye. That's not where you're supposed to go. Bye-bye.